the studio setup. So what we have to do is think ahead. Don't jump into it. Think ahead and lay it out. Talk to people. Well, what do you do? Oh, you're doing that? Really? You know, I'm going to put one of those in my... Great. And then at least, you know, you've done your best to get everything in place. I've built 12 studios, so by the time I got to design this one, I kind of had a few ducks in a row, but you know, there's still stuff that I wish I could have done different. So you're always growing. What you need to do is to say, well, what kind of studio is it that I'm going to have? And what do I want to do with it? So I know what kind of equipment I need. What you also need to know is, who are your clients? Where is your business coming from? Are you going to do dialogue commercials, which is very good money? Well, if you're going to do commercials and dialogue, all you need is a microphone and a 2-track recorder and a little bit of a mixer and some effects and a limiter just to get good dialogue, and you're in business. And isolation, I read an article in one of the magazines. A woman had she was doing dialogue, you know, voices for different things. So she set up a whole system in her home, a little isolation booth, a little digital recorder, and a little mixer and everything, and a good microphone, and she doesn't go to a studio anymore. She just does all her voiceovers at home and emails them, and she gets the work online, and she lives in the mountain wherever she wants to live, you know? I'm trying to just get you in the attitude of, don't run out because Guitar Center's got a deal. If you buy the M-Box, you get a microphone and 2 speakers, and okay, well, you know, those deals will always be there. Think ahead. Because once you make the panel and once you close up the wall, you can't put any more conduit in the wall. Conduit is like pipe that you would put the wires through. You know, you want to put conduit in the wall. You don't want to run the wires bare through the wall. And the reason why you want to put conduit in the wall is you might want to run something else down the road when you get bigger. And when you run wires through your conduit from one space to another, put a pull cord in. You buy nylon string that's very strong and thin. And when you run your wires in, attach this nylon string and pull it through, so that now on the other end you have a pull cord that if you need to pull anything else through, you can pull it through with this pull cord along with a new pull cord. And the other thing that you want to think about, if you're sending lines down a conduit and they're going to be close together, you don't want to send audio lines next to video lines. Because on the video line, there's a sync signal. If you have a little break in the grounding or the shielding on your audio lines, that sync signal could bleed over, and you'll drive yourself nuts trying to figure out unplugging everything and doing this and doing that, and it's in the ground that your problem is. So if you're going to send a video line with an audio line, I always just play it safe, and I send them in separate conduits. A conduit is PVC pipe, but you want the gray PVC that is electrical. It's stronger, lasts longer, and you want to be sure you talk to them and say, I'm going to bury this in the ground. Is this the good stuff that's going to stay in the ground for 50 years until I drop, you know?